I'm just gonna assume we started. So keep in mind, I cooked one set of food, I cooked a bunch of apples and Hyrule herbs, I sold that, and now I'm here doing this a second time. So, let me see. Let me see if we've started yet. So keep in mind, Yep, we did start. I hear it. Okay. So today is November 27th, 10:08 p.m. I know it's been a while since I last did this. I even checked too. I believe I last did this on November 16th. So that was quite a while ago. And, you know, I'm going to explain why, of course. But you can already see from the title, that's because I got sick for almost an entire week. There was a split moment of lag there. I don't believe I had any pieces of armor to sell. No, I did not. I did get this from my amiibos. I got like 25 more shock arrows. Maxed out on arrows again. I only got a single new shield. So, we're gonna continue with where we left off 11 days ago. Probably just to be quicker to go here and cross that bridge. So yes, I'm going to explain everything, what took me so long. No wonder years passed and I'm still not done this game. Oh, look at that, we reached 100,000 rupees. I'm halfway not expecting anyone to tune in tonight. I didn't really announce I was doing this, not really. So I can't be surprised if no one shows up. A part of me wants to just go down like this, you know, in the order of my favorite colors. You know what, let me take a look at that map. Should I bring Epona since I'm right here? You know what, why not? We haven't done that in a while. We haven't rode a horse in a while. Let's do that. Certainly beats going on foot. I land from the sky and it's like, hey, what's up? He's not even fazed by it. Whoa, you just fell out of nowhere. Okay. So you want your horse? So I was actually very fortunate to done the last part of this game when I did. You know, I was very lucky that I didn't get sick. You know what, I want that. And that. I was very lucky I didn't get sick, you know, when it hit the 1 year mark of me playing this game. You know, I was really lucky that I wasn't sick, so I had to miss that. So I had to come on at a later date and be like, yeah, that a few days ago was when I started this game a year ago. So I got very lucky I wasn't sick during then. I actually started getting sick the night of the following day. So if I played this on the 16th, I got sick. I got sick on the 17th, the nighttime of 17th. Whoa! Did Epona just fling this guy? Can I search for anything here? Yes, I can. So yeah, the night after I last played this, I should say, that's when I started feeling sick. It began with a pretty bad sore throat, and I'm like, okay, alright, that's what's happening right now. I got a sore throat, and my nose was starting to get a little stuffy. It was also getting runny. So I was like, yep, these are great signs. Shoot, maybe now I should just do these and make my way up over here. Okay, Epona, you can stop here for now while I take a look at what's over here in terms of Koroks. Simple enough. So the following day, I don't even remember now. I think the following day I was like too sick, and I didn't go to work that day. Like I started feeling sick that night. The next day, I don't even remember if I was so bad that I couldn't go to work. I think that might have been the case. But then the day after that, like I took one day off, and then the next day after that, I actually did go to work. Because, you know, we were short-staffed. It was so out of nowhere. Like, no one expected me to get sick. So I had to go in that day. Fortunately enough, like, I wasn't so sick to the point where I just could not function at all. I was still able to talk to customers, you know, do my work. I was still able to do all that. Like, I wasn't so sick to the point I was about to collapse. But yeah, I got sick. I took one day off, yeah. And then I went to work for one day. And then after that, I took like 3 to 5 days off. I can't even remember how many days I took off. But obviously, I'm feeling much better now. Is it just that rock? No, it can't be. I feel like I might need to take this rock somewhere. Never mind. If there's something underneath it, then that's not a rock that we have to take to get a Korok. I'm betting it's on top of one of these trees. Hey, what's going on? I got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Hopefully I remember to talk about all of it, because I didn't write down. I probably should have written down everything I wanted to talk about. You know, given that I had so much time to. But yeah, first thing and big thing, like main thing first, is me being sick and not able to play anything for days, for over a week. So while I was at home, you know, just chilling, just resting, I got some stuff done of my own. Before we mention that, like, let's get into what actually was wrong with me. So there's no Korok here. I'm just checking this out, because there's a hole right here, but no Korok. So, like I already said, I had a sore throat, my nose was stuffy, and it was runny. Just sounds like a cold. Well, actually, this time, the sore throat was extremely bad. Like, I don't know for sure. Like, I didn't go to the doctor to get this checked out, to get it confirmed. But I'm positive that I got a throat infection. Because this time, the sore throat was incredibly painful. So far in my life, this is the second worst sore throat I ever had. The first one was a few years ago when I also had a sore throat, and I too believe that one was a throat infection. And that one hurt even worse. Like, that first one was so bad to the point, like, I couldn't open my mouth too wide for it to not start hurting. Like, every time at night when I yawned, I got pain at that moment. During that, I yawned and it hurt. To the point where whenever I yawned, I had to tilt my head back. Like, I couldn't open my mouth to yawn. I had to, keep my mouth shut or whatever. But that wasn't what's wrong with me this time. So yeah, this time I did have a pretty bad sore throat. Way to miss there, buddy. This time it was so bad to the point, like, every time I tried to clean it, like, I would, like, brush my teeth and I would try to clear my throat, like, rinse my mouth and whatever. Like, I would get this extremely sharp, stabbing pain in my throat to the point, like, my eyes began to water. I had tears coming down because of how much it hurt. And of course I used mouthwash, like, I gurgled with mouthwash to try to clean there, and it hurt pretty bad with that too. While I was sick, I drank a lot of water, like an extreme amount of water. Had to stay hydrated while being sick. I took some antibiotics, took some meds. I don't even remember if I was taking either Tylenol or Advil. I was taking one or the other. Was it Tylenol? Like, Tylenol has that day and night pills. The daytime one is yellow and the blue one's night. I think I was taking that. So let's see here. I do have the video pulled up, but it's loading. So I already... Oh, crap. I need to back up a bit. I need to see where I am. Okay. So I just got these ones here. Then the video went to... Huh? Oh, did I start the Ridgeland Tower area last time? So I would have started here. Right, because I went in the order of my favorite colors. So I would be over here. I should have gone to the red first. So there's a second one right here. Right around here. And then there's this one. I already got that one. That is not where the video went to next. Oh, that's not even here. That's this area. So next on Bread Bear's video is this, which I do have. And then this, which I do have. And then this, which I do have. But then this, which I don't have. Then one all the way over here, here, right? Yeah, in this lone tree. Then here. I'm saying then here a lot. Follow the video, don't detour. There's our next 5. Could we be any further away? I feel like I should go get the red one and then warp to the shrine and jump down to those ones. Yeah, I'll do that since that's the most out of the way. Remember that one time I forgot the word antibiotics? I was thinking like antibacterial pills, and then I remembered, right, they're called antibiotics. Nice job, genius. Like you can still hear I'm like lightly coughing still. I'm more than just about recovered. I'm feeling much better. I'm almost completely recovered by now. I'd say I'm just about like 95%. So I wasn't playing anything while I was sick, like during that time, because mostly of that sore throat. I was still able to speak and talk, but very quietly, very softly. And not too many words, too. Like, I didn't want to... It was already pretty bad. So I didn't want to, you know, have to come on here, talk for an hour plus, potentially making it worse. So I decided for my own health, I'm going to wait until I am... Well, I would say I'm pretty much fully recovered now. So yeah, I was going to wait until I was fully recovered until I started playing again. So that's why I wasn't playing this game for who knows how long. And right, those weren't my only problems too. You know, the nose and the throat. My ears were also muffled as well. Like, there were times when I had trouble hearing. Like, it didn't get to the point where, like, I couldn't hear anything at all. I could still hear, but it was very quiet, very muffled. My family would be right beside me. They'd be speaking to me, and I couldn't make out what they were saying. Now, before anyone gets concerned, no, it was not COVID. I did get tested, and my test came back negative, so that's a good thing. So I'm still clean of that. You know, when I first got sick, like, I told my friends in a group chat, and they were like, could you be infected? And then, you know, I was like, man, I didn't want to say I don't want to say I was in denial, like, I just don't believe I did have it. But of course I knew that it was very possible I did. So I told them, probably not. I think it's just a cold. And then, you know, I replied with, what, my boy's actually in the business of giving vaccines. Well, whatever, he does that. So he knows more about stuff like that than I do. Like, he actually works in a clinic. But, you know, I was saying to them, like, but I'm fully vaccinated. I wear my mask and I keep my distance. My boy immediately replied with a single word. So? Question mark. And yeah, that is true. I'm fully aware that even though I got both my shots, I can still get it. And, you know, that's just, that right there, that fact is just truly sad. You know, the homies also mentioned that they already got their flu shots. Because it is flu season right now. And I told them, I did not get mine. I probably should have. Who knows, maybe if I did, I wouldn't have gotten sick. Now, I didn't... I totally forgot to warp to the shrine. Whoops. Oh, well, I'm already almost there on foot. Now, I could have gotten it, like, I had a chance to get my flu shot a little while back. Remember how I said there was a lump on my head, and I went to go get that checked out? Well, while I was, you know, in the process of booking that appointment and going to get that checked out, the clinic was actually saying that they had flu shots, and they were like, if you and your family needs them, you can book a time, and you can all come to get your flu shots. So you know, the clinic that I went to, they had to give you a phone call a little while in advance. You know, if they're pre-screening stuff. And then they were like, okay, confirmed for this date to check out this issue and get a flu shot. And I'm like, wait a second, I didn't agree to no flu shot. No, you can cancel that part. I don't want no flu shot. Now, before anyone goes crazy out there, I chose not to get the flu shot, not because I don't trust vaccines. Like, you know, it's not because I think that it don't work. I completely trust them. The issue was taking the needle. Because if you know me, I am deathly afraid of needles. I absolutely hate taking shots. So you can imagine my disappointment when I heard that, you know, it was going to be a double shot. It's like, God damn it, I did not sign up for this. I don't want to take 2 needles. And that's the phone that is also in this room with me. I have no idea if you can hear that. Where? This balloon. This freaking balloon. There! I get arrows from my amiibos, I may as well use them. You know, I've never fainted from taking a needle before, but there have been times where I've come close to. Like, there have been times where I had to take a needle and I damn near had a panic attack. My whole body was trembling. So that's why I didn't get a flu shot this year. I just didn't want that needle. Looking back, I more than likely... Well, not more than likely, but I probably should have taken it. Oh well, at least I got my annual sickness out the way. Like, right now, for me, it's just about the end of November of 2021. The last time I got really sick was January to February-ish, around that time of 2020. So it's been over a year since I got really badly sick. I told that story long ago. So while I was sick, you know, like I said, drank a lot of water. And I had a lot of lemon water. Like, I just sliced up a lot of lemons and put it in the entire jug of water. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't lemon and, you know, acidity, doesn't that help kill bacteria? I could be absolutely wrong. What do I know? At least the lemon water was nice and refreshing. Well, it's clearly not an acorn on the side, so it's gotta be a rock on top. Can you imagine that? Imagine a tree grew underneath a rock, and naturally a rock just grew. Wait. No, a rock just stayed on top of a tree as it grew. Until you eventually got that. There's just a boulder on top of a tree, and that happened naturally. I imagine if that were to happen, the tree would grow around the rock. It wouldn't just lift up the rock. Of course, that wasn't the case in the game. Someone, probably the Korok, had to place it there to hide. But that's besides the point. Oh yeah, I also turned off Urbosa's Fury. You know what? I can turn this one back on too. I don't really like using that one. Just because, like, it just goes by so fast, and then feels weird missing just one. So I have to use up the other ones, and then I gotta wait for it to recharge. And then I have a new set of 3, which I'm just gonna lose really quickly once again. Uh-huh. Wait, there it is. Okay, I see where this needs to go. So then there's one here. One down here. I bet you this one's a floral ring because it's on top of a pond. There is a third one up there. I just need to look specifically where. Right on the tip of this one. Do I have that one there? No, I don't. It's... I don't know. Somewhere around there. Yep, got that one. Set of 3 here. Yep. Got this one. Wait a sec. Okay, no, I don't have that one. It's one up here. And then there should be a row of 4 right here. So 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th one somewhere down there. Plus, I think a 5th one. All the way, where is it? Over here, by these shark fin looking things. Yep, this is a call to go to the shrine. Probably could have gone to the green one. Let me drink some water. You know, the cold wasn't the only thing wrong with me. Well, at the time. 1 second, let me just wipe down this ice. I am still going, right? It didn't secretly crash and I didn't even know. I am still going, right? Pff, I should probably double check this. Just wipe down this ice. Yep. So as of a few days ago, the only thing wrong with me was the cold. But now, you know that health issue, that thing wrong with me I keep teasing y'all about? Well, that thing showed up again, and it's quite bad this time. So with me right now, in my cup of water, is my it's not really medication, it's more solution, like a fix to the problem. Or an aid, whatever. For simplicity's sake, I'll just say medication. So in my water, I have my medication mixed in, so I gotta drink that. Plus drink more water tonight. And it is quite bad this time. It's at this point, like, because this thing keeps on appearing on and off this entire year, after an absence of who knows how many years, I should probably be getting concerned. Like, the fact that this keeps on coming up makes me think I should probably, honestly, take this seriously and genuinely get this checked out. Oh boy, please no another flower trail. I probably have to go see like a specialist. Get a referral from the doctor's clinic. You know, I'm just about completely out of my medication, quote unquote, too. So I should probably go pick up more. I have maybe enough for one more dose, like mix it into one more cup of water and then it's all gone. I'll get the yellow one first since that's higher. Then I can just fly down to the red. I probably need to go pick up some more of this medication. Which, what a surprise. Like, this is, what I got was the big container, too. Like, the big set, or whatever. Like, I got more of it this time. I didn't think I would have to use it. I already used it once, like, the normal size pack, I guess. But now, it's like, I've already completely blown through the entire big container of it. So, the fact that I've actually had to do that, like, actually consume the entire bottle of it, it's like, well, this definitely raises concern. Like, I haven't even told my family about this issue with me. Like, they know I have a history with this. But it's like, what are we gonna do? We've been to the doctor before to get it checked out. We've tried many different countermeasures, many different things to try to fix it, and it just keeps on coming back. I tell them now, we'll just go back to the doctors, and they'll just... Well, this time I would probably ask to get a referral, like I said, to go genuinely check this out. Because, you know, once again, like I say, a healthy person would not be experiencing what I'm going through. Like, this is not normal for a healthy person. So yeah, Satori Mountain is a treasure trove of items. There's another spot on this mountain that's full of mushrooms, all types of variety. And over here, you got all these greens, all these plants. You know, speaking of herbs, so while I was sick, my mom actually helped brew me this, some of this Chinese herbal shit. This Chinese medicine. Hey mom, is this cold medicine? No, this cold medicine. What's that? Brings out freaking chicken feet soup. Anyone seen that video before? But no, my mom, you know, she didn't brew me no chicken soup. She brewed me this Chinese herbal stuff. You know, a bunch of dried herbs or whatever, meant to be very good. It low-key kind of looks like I just like picked up some dried dirt and boiled it. It also, you know, the end product also kind of looks like just black coffee. Like, it was just a dark liquid after boiling it, after brewing it. And it doesn't taste that great, I'll tell you that. I don't really like drinking that stuff. But I don't like being sick even more. So of course I drank it. I'll take anything to try to recover faster. Oh, come on, that was way too high. You know, I did mention that I was taking meds. Taking antibiotics while I was sick. You know, sometimes, just sometimes, I'm gonna sound crazy for this, but sometimes when I'm sick and it's not that bad, not that big a deal, if it's just something small and minor, sometimes I would just like to not take any medication, not take any medicine, and just let my body heal on its own. That's not me saying I don't trust medicine. It's just, you know, sometimes I just like to let nature do its thing and let it happen naturally. But of course, when it's bad, like it was this time, of course I'll take medicine. I'll take whatever I can get to help, to help feel better faster. Because, of course, you can bet I don't like being sick. What is that? Is that just a oddly colored rock? Voice crack just now. Oh no, it's a movable boulder. What is that? Is that a pick-upable rock? Pick-upable? Yeah, there's blue rupee underneath. Hey, if you found a $5 bill underneath there in real life, that's worth it. You pick up a rock and you found a 5, that's worth it. So that's 1. Oh, of course. Which number is up there? So I see 1, 4, 3, 2. So 5's got to be up there. No, 4's up there, because that's a set of 5. Amazingly, the tree stump itself doesn't burn. Just climbing in between fire, no big deal. So that's 4. I guess Link can pollinate flowers as he walks through them. Yo, my boy just watched Eternals. Like, he texted me just now, like he finished Eternals. I liked that film. Like, thinking back at it, I liked it a lot more than I gave it credit for the first time watching it. Not saying I already watched it a second time, not yet. Let's see. Then one all the way into crevice down here. Okay, so red one, because it's right there. Should probably get some sneaky armor. Oh look, durians. Or a single durian. I hear bees. My boy just texted. This is in another group chat. My boy just texted. Does anyone else want to do a Secret Santa for $100? A part of me wants to join that, but you know, I wouldn't know what to get the person of whoever I'm getting it for, I should say. Like, yeah, we're all friends, but like, I could get one of them, and I don't know what to get them. What do they have that I can give that they don't already have? And you know, a gift card's kind of lame. It's just like, here's $100 for Steam. Knock yourself out. You pick what you want, but it has to be only on Steam. And like, if someone gets me for their Secret Santa, like, what if I don't like what they get me? Of course, I'm not gonna say that. I'll act like I'm super grateful. Like, whoa, thanks, man. This is great. I love it. When in reality, if I don't like it, I'll just like, I won't throw it away or misplace it or like mistreat it, mishandle it. All the misses. Because, you know, it was a gift, but it's like, if I don't like it, if I don't have a use for it, it's like, well, thanks. I'll just like put this aside and probably never use it again or never think about it. But appreciate it though. Look at all those mushrooms. And a bug. Speaking of bugs, so last night, I actually like spotted a house centipede, and I had to take care of it myself, because the only people in the house at the moment, at that time, was my mom and myself. My mom was napping upstairs. I wasn't about to go wake her up just to take care of it. I probably could have. So I handled the house centipede how I handle them. And that was grab a container, put it in, and bring it outside. That's as much balls I got to get close to one. Is to get close enough just to put it inside a container. But I am not getting any closer with freaking toilet paper to squish it. That is a no for me. That's a big fat not happening. That's actually a really cleverly hidden spot for a Korok. Of course, it's end of November now. It is really cold outside. In fact, last night it was lightly snowing. So whether or not that little thing will survive outside in the cold is another story. You know, I may have killed it nonetheless by bringing it outside and letting it freeze to death. But hey, would you guys rather? This is a stupid question. Would you guys rather freeze to death or get crushed and then drowned? Like if you weren't dead from being crushed, then you would be dead from drowning, because we would have flushed it down the toilet after squishing it with toilet paper. So would you guys rather just freeze to death, or would you guys rather be squished and then your potentially still alive mangled body be thrown into a whirlpool in the ocean? I don't know. If you ask me, out of those two options, I don't know. Getting squished would probably mean an instant death, but a painful one nonetheless. Freezing to death is slow, but I don't know. Would it be uncomfortable? Yes, it would be, honestly. I don't know. I brought it outside to, across the road to the neighbor's lawn, the neighbor across the road or the street. I brought it to their lawn because no way it was going on my lawn. Yeah, this is a call for a Rivali scale. Who knows? Maybe it found warm shelter somewhere. Maybe it moved and it found shelter. I don't know. Regardless, I at least gave it a chance, instead of just killing it on the spot. Which, lucky for me, because I spotted it, it was on the ground. It wasn't on the wall. So I was able to trap it with a container. It didn't climb up the containers that I used. So, you know, I couldn't just instantly flip it over and just put the lid on. What I had to do was I had to patiently wait for it to get on a good angle. I tilt the container so it would itself climb into the container, and then I put the lid on. So lucky for me, that's exactly what happened. And I tell you what, if I'd be lying if I didn't get chills just looking at that thing inside the container. Knowing that there's the only thing separating that thing from walking on me is like not even maybe like 5 millimeters worth of plastic. Is that it for the 5? Yeah, that's it. So, next set of 5. What the hell was that? So, Lake Illuminati. And then one here, which I do not have. Great, you gotta love the ones in the canyon, because you can never tell what altitude they're on. So it's harder to spot. This one... And I bet you at least one of these is a timer. I know it. One of them is a timer. You have to go from one side to the other. I bet you there's at least one of them. One of them here. Maybe even 2 of them. Wouldn't surprise me. So then one all the way over here. One of the most secluded Koroks ever, maybe. There's one more, but then I don't have enough enough stamps. Now, I already know people are gonna call me a big fat pussy, call me a coward, because my family does this all the time. They're like, you're afraid of spiders, you're afraid of centipedes, you're afraid of needles, and this is unrelated, but you're afraid of heights. It's like, are you even a man? You're afraid of so many things. Man up. Look, I don't understand why this is such a difficult, unfathomable, what? Incomprehensible concept that nobody seems to understand. Nobody seems to be able to be willing to accept. Look, am I you? No? I am me. I am a different person from you. We are different. Different people are different. Just because I am afraid of something doesn't... Wait. Just because you're afraid of just because you're not afraid of something doesn't mean that I am not. What? You know what I'm trying to say. Like, my family, of course, are different from me. They're not afraid of spiders or centipedes. And they have no problem taking needles whenever we have to. But I'm afraid of all those. So I'm the singled out person who gets roasted for because I'm the one person in the whole family who actually does have a phobia of all those things. Oh, that's a squirrel. I thought that was another razor shroom. Like, I don't understand why not only my family, but so many people just have such a hard time understanding the fact that different people are different. What a surprise. I'm afraid of something that you're not? My God, I wonder why. Is there something wrong with me? There must be something wrong with me. I am just imperfect. You know, I just have... I can't even say that out loud. Ah, I thought I didn't think I walked close enough for it to count. Alright, so let's try again. Where's number 2? 2. 3. Let me wait! No, that was 5! Alright. Calm down and take this slowly. That's 2. 3. Count with me, kids. What comes after 3? 4. 5! Wow, you did it! You counted to 5. Good job. Congratulations. You know, there was this one time where my dad tried to teach me with his words of wisdom. You know, he tried to talk me into, I guess, not being afraid anymore. He was like, "Son, you have so many things you're afraid of." He didn't say it exactly like that. I'm paraphrasing, because it happened so many years ago. I don't even remember exactly what happened, like how he said it. But I do remember one exchange that I gave, and that instantly was a conversation stopper. So he was talking to me about, you know, all the things I'm afraid of, and he's like, "You have to man up. You have to face your fears or whatever." It's like you're afraid of bugs, insects, you're afraid of heights, you're afraid of needles. You need to face your fears by experiencing more. You may be able to pick up on what I'm getting at. So he was saying stuff like, you need to, you know, face your fears with insects. You need to face your fear with heights. You need to... And then I cut him off, and I replied, "I need to take more needles." And that shut him up on the spot. It's like, "Oh, really? You want me to face my fears of needles? You want me to take more needles? Is that it? You want that for me? You want me to take more needles, huh? Are you not proud of a son who is simply afraid of needles? Are you unwilling to accept your son for any sort of flaws?" That's just me talking out loud. I didn't say that stuff to him. But it's like, what is the big deal? So what if I'm afraid of taking a needle? Of course, people are just gonna point out the fact that it's just a quick little poke. You know, you don't even feel it. But it's like, you don't understand. Like, if you're someone who's not afraid of needles, then how can you understand, you know, the perspective of someone who is? Unless you were converted, quote unquote. You were not afraid, and wait, you were afraid, but now you're not. Why am I rambling about this? It's been a while since we've had any sort of action. And because I'm already in my stealth armor, did they hear that? I don't think they did. Ooh, fire arrows. Now, I'll take the long way and make a trip around the other side to take out the other scouts. Man, that is not how I want to die. Just being surprised from the back. Like, you're just living your day, acting normal, business as usual, and then bam, out of nowhere, you're dead. At least for me, I would like to know if I was going to die. So that way it's not just lights out, that's it. Alright, I can't do any sneak strikes because they see me come in, they're all gonna get alerted. So just give me some extra attack bonus. Alright, let's do this! Well, that's already 3 down. All done. Oh, look at that. It's thunderstorming now. It was not thunderstorming a moment ago. Was that on the forecast? Maybe it was and I didn't pay attention. Give me some more shields, because why not? Do I have any more space? No, I don't. At least this would be a cool shelter from the thunderstorm. That only took 1 heart from me. Alright, I'm gonna need the Thunder Helm. And because, you know, stealth armor is pretty much pointless without the whole piece, let me put on my own armor. Get the yellow one first, since that's higher. You know, I'll mention this before I forget. So while I was sick, Moist Critical, he posted a video that was his variants. You know, like, other versions of himself. He made a video where he did, quote, discovered his brother. It was another guy out there who looked a lot like him. And then ever since he posted that video, he was saying, like, ever since he posted that video, other variants of himself kept on popping up. There was there was an Arab version there. And then there was an Asian version. It's like, wow, there's a lot of Charles White variants out there. A bunch of Loki variants. Alright, where's the stinking Korok? Is this actually the timer one? Yeah, it's right there. I see it. So let me get this green one first. Which I already know it's going to be up on top of there. I think I'm going to change the weather. You know, a part of me likes to think that I could have been a Charles White, a Moist Critical variant. At least when I had my longer hair. You know, I'm not as thin as the man. I don't have as much facial hair. The only thing I have in common with him is the freaking height. Then again, like, I would have had the hair similarity back when I had my long hair too. So if I had my longer hair, I could have been a Charles White variant, despite there already being an Asian variant who looks a lot more like him than I do. You know, all fully equipped with the beard, the long hair, the white shirt. It's like he's more of a variant than I am. But I like to think that if I had my longer hair, I could have been a variant of him. Just a fatter other Asian variant. Another Asian variant, just fatter. What am I doing in the items area? I need to be over here with the climbing armor. Wait a second, it's not up here. It's probably down there. Well, in that case, I'll get that one first, since I'm already this high. Wait! Don't climb on the windmill. This isn't Mario Sunshine. Almost at 200 Koroks. Well, Korok seeds. I think it might be something on the treadmill. Windmill. Treadmill. Yep, there it is. Wait, not that. This. Alright, let's go get our 200th Korok. Even though it's not. You know, it's 200 after all the ones we actually need. So, another quick story of when I was sick. So, when I was sick, like the first day when I stayed home, I drank a bunch of tea because I heard that lemon tea helps with sore throats. And because my dad, he has tea brewed at all times by default. You know, I just drank a bunch of the tea that he brewed. He brews it for some prayer junk or whatever, like praying at a shrine, like some sort of offering. Like he uses the tea for that. Obviously, I'm not gonna let a whole pot of tea go to waste if he's just gonna pour it into like a dozen sippy cups. So of course I'm gonna drink that tea. What I didn't know until the following day, because you know, all day while I was just resting at home, I drank a bunch of lemon red tea. I didn't find out until the next day that red tea is not what you should drink. It's green tea. And that red tea actually is bad during these times of when you're sick. It's like, gee, I wish I knew that a day in advance when I drank a whole bunch of it. Hey, you leave that fox alone. No, you don't. So, the following day, the day I went to work sick, there was this business partner, I guess. He showed up just to say hi, take a look at how the business is going. And he offered me a free bubble tea. He actually already bought it and he just left it there. I didn't even notice he put it there. And I was thinking to myself, I probably should not drink this, because my throat is really bad right now. But, you know, I told my mom this, because don't forget, I work with my family. I told my mom this, and she's like, you should definitely drink it, because of what it was. It was actually grapefruit green tea. And she told me green tea is what you should be drinking that helps with your throat. And, you know, because of grapefruit, acidity, like, that's extra helpful. So, yes, absolutely drink it. So, that's what I did. You know, like, not like that really helped me that much. Let's see, next ones. Oh, God, look at these ones. They're so hard to see. One in this little butt crack right over here. One over in this other butt crack, this taint area. Then there's one right here. And then one on the bridge around here. Do I make it on foot? Or, yeah. I was gonna say, do I make it on foot or do I go to the shrine? I'll just make it on foot. And look who's here to give us a visit. Do I need anything from Dinrail? Anything I'm missing? Oh, hell yeah, I got a lot missing. I only have a horn. I need everything from a fang to a claw. And everything in between, which is a scale. There's only 3 options of things I could use. Just to say that I have. So since Dinrail's here... Wait, hurry up. I tried to go for... I wanted to try to go for a fang, just because I can get scales anywhere. Well, I can't get a claw anymore, so just a scale it is. Oh no, it's raining. It's okay, it looks like there's a little spot up there I can rest on. So while I was sick at home, you know what I did do? I finally began watching Squid Game before you people go crazy and shout at me like, Squid Game came out about 2 months ago and now you're watching it? Look, I already told the story of how I already accidentally spoiled myself on the whole thing. At least I'm watching it at all. The fact that I know the entire story and I'm still watching it, at least I'm still watching it. And just because I know the major plot points and, you know, the ending, the plot twists, I know all that. I don't know all the minor details. Wait, am I exactly where I need to be for the other Korok? Wasn't it here? I didn't even pay attention. I was so focused on getting the scale. Alright, you hit me, you die. You hit me twice. You still die. Because I can't kill you twice. Well, I guess you're already dead once. So I killed you for the second time. I killed you... Whatever. So far, I've only seen 2 episodes. Not even 2. I've seen 1.5 episode of Squid Game. I've only seen half of episode 2 so far. But of course, I'm still going to finish it. I'm going to take my time to finish it, but I'm still going to finish it nonetheless. You know what I did not expect? I did not expect episode 1 to be red light, green light. You know, I expected episode 1 to be all set up. I expected the most quote-unquote gaming we're gonna get in episode 1 would have been the freaking paper flip thing. You know, because I know there are 6 games, and I know there are 9 episodes. So I thought episode 1 would be all set up, not episode 1 be one of the 6 games. But whatever. It's fine, I'm still gonna watch it nonetheless. I'm enjoying it so far, at least. You know, seeing the smaller tidbits, smaller story bits, seeing what just a summary won't show. So whatever, I'm still enjoying it. Still gonna watch it. I feel like I should go for the purple one first, because that's higher. And then I could just fly down to the other ones. And I also this is gonna sound weird, but I also finally watched the Space Jam: A New Legacy. I know that came out 4 to 5 months ago. I'm damn near half a year late, but I've just been too busy. But now, because I was sick at home with nothing to do, I finally watched it. It was very over the top. It was extremely over the top. Like, I know it's made for kids. Like, there's a bunch of jokes in there that I'm sure children would laugh at. You know, there was that Big Chungus meme. And then there was a line of, like, I'm shorter than Kevin Hart. I'm sure kids will laugh at that. I don't see any Korok around here. You know what the biggest headache for me was watching that film? This is gonna sound super bizarre, but it was trying to figure out how the film is canon to the Arrowverse, to the DC multiverse. Before you scratch your head and think, you know, I've been taking too many meds while I was sick, let me just briefly run down my thought process, because I know I'm the only person, probably on this entire planet, in this entire existence, that actually considered thinking about this. But we know that the Arrowverse, the DC multiverse, is fake. We know that. Crisis on Infinite Earths canonized Doom Patrol, and Doom Patrol had a character called Mr. Nobody, who broke the fourth wall, and he was like, I can control this entire streaming service if I wanted to. So he knows it's fake. Dr. Harrison even flat out says, you claim you can control this television program. So they know that it's fake. So the multiverse is fake. Is that something right there? What is that? What am I seeing right there? Is that it? No. That's just one of these cloths. Oh man, I don't see it. Is it on the other side? Or is it below? My dogs are about to bark because the door is about to open. So, I need to look up real quick where this freaking Korok is. I think I had trouble with this same Korok before too. Let me take a look. Wait, show me one more time. Video. Nope, not that one. Aha. I had a feeling that was where this one was. I just had a feeling. But now I know for sure. So I have to go all the way over here. So yeah, we know that the Arrowverse and the DC Multiverse is fake. That includes all the Arrowverse shows, that includes the DCEU, that includes Smallville, anything that was canonized, Batman 89. All that is fake. So we know that a character like Mr. Nobody, he can break the fourth wall. And, you know, who else in Space Jam was fake and able to control programs? Al G. Rhythm, Don Cheadle's character. And you know who else showed up in the final basketball game? Batman, wait, no, not, yeah, 1966 Batman, 1989 Joker, a couple of Catwomen. Even though it's played by the even though it's not played by the same actor and just meant to be a fun cameo, it's still meant to be the same character. Hell, freaking Pennywise showed up for a basketball game. So the way I see it, like, these characters, they're fake. They're in computers. They're characters. And while they're not in character, they're not acting the way that, you know, they are portrayed in the shows or films, they just act however. They act like fans at a basketball game. Alright, so we know that DC is fake. We know that characters can be alive inside of computers, like Al G. Rhythm. And we see DC characters from the multiverse show up. Sounds like a, no pun intended, slam dunk. But there's two issues, honestly, with this theory of how frickin' Space Jam is canon to DC. I know, I'm stupid. I'm the only person. I swear, I'm the only person. The two issues are the fact that when LeBron was in that Warner Brothers pitch meeting, we see a poster, a digital poster of the first Space Jam movie. That's a problem right there. So that proves that Space Jam 1 was not just events in the past in this world, but it was a freaking film. So in this world, Warner Brothers hired Michael Jordan to act in a movie. And the second issue is at the very end, when Bugs Bunny showed up in the real world. It's not like Space Jam 1, which is now confirmed to be a fake story, a film in this world. It's not like that film where Bugs Bunny, I guess, lived underground. Was real and lived underground. It's not like that. In this one, he appeared in the real world. But he's a computer. He's digital code in a computer. So how'd that happen? Unless there's holograms. There's projectors displaying holograms wherever LeBron goes. Which I can bet you the gaming, like the E3 gaming thing that happened at the end of the film was nowhere close to the Warner Brothers studios. So those are the two options. Bugs showing up at the end of the film. Wait, showing up in the real world at the end of the film. And Space Jam 1 being fake. Why is that an issue, you may ask? Well, Space Jam 1 being fake kind of contradicts Bugs appearing at the end. Because the way I see it, no way Warner Brothers hired Michael Jordan and got the real Bugs Bunny to make a film with Michael Jordan. The way I see it, there's no way that Warner Brothers even knows that the characters are alive in their computers, in their servers. They didn't know Al G Rhythm was real. You know, it's kind of like Toy Story. We, the audience, know they're real, but, you know, the kids, they don't know their toys are alive. So that's issue number 1. The fact that the first film was fake. And second issue, which is the the bigger issue is Bugs appearing at the end of the film in real life. Hey, what's going on? Okay, so probably just warp back over here. So, I have two conclusions to how it could be, how it could work. And they're both absolutely stupid and ultimately do not matter at the end. Because no one was meant to think this hard about a freaking kids movie. And then I rolled along and watched it. Not even MatPat would do that. Well, not with this film at least. Hey MatPat, you want a film theory? Here you go. There's your pitch idea. Compensate me. I'm kidding. But yeah, the two conclusions I have. Number 1, because we know Space Jam 1 was fake and a film, Warner Brothers, in the film, hired LeBron James to act in a movie with Bugs Bunny in them. And that explains why he showed up in the real world at the end, despite, you know, him being computer code and not even being real. Like, there's no way that he would actually appear in the real world. So, Warner Brothers hired LeBron James to make a film, which is exactly what we see play out in the film. LeBron James acting in a film. I hear a balloon. Or is that something on the floor for me to chase? It's one of these. Wait! Come back! Gonna cut you off. Gonna cut you off. I almost cut you off. So yeah, first possibility is Warner Brothers hired LeBron James to act in a film about Warner Brothers and with their IPs, which is exactly what we see in this film. So not only was Space Jam 1 fake, Space Jam 2 is fake as well. Or theory 2, which, you know, has a bit of a head scratcher conclusion, is that, alright, DC Multiverse is fake, they're inside of Warner Brothers servers, and this, what we see here in Space Jam, is the real world. This is the world that has these shows. But issue with that is, us, here, we are the real world. So, say Bugs Bunny, because he showed up in real life at the end, he was in a real world, but still a fake world. He would have to go through 2 different real worlds to actually get to the real world. He would have to escape his digital prison, or digital world. He would have to go to that fake real world, and then get to us, which is the real world. What? It's like Deadpool saying, fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls. So he would have to break through 16 walls to get to the actual real world. He would get to a fake real world, then then us, our real world. It makes no sense. I'm the only person on this whole planet who thought about this stuff. And like I said, ultimately, it doesn't matter. Because it's a stinking kids film. Which was absolutely not intended to be thought this much of. I'm totally not just looking up where to do this one. Alright, the video is showing that yellow one first, so I'll follow the video. I'll do that yellow one first. Which is just a balloon for me to shoot down. See, that's why I'm not a big fan of getting the Koroks and this giant patch of mushrooms. Some of them are... Ooh, you know what? I will take that radish. Some of them are balloons underneath. Some of them are rocks on top. So you don't know which ones. You just have to explore the entire mushroom. Anyways, let me move on. So, before I run out of time, final topic for me to talk about is that while I was sick, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out. So this was stupid of me. So I ordered Brilliant Diamond on the GameStop website Thursday night. You know, right before the game would come out. That was pretty stupid of me, because no way it was going to ship the day the game would drop. Which was the next day, which was Friday. So the next day on Friday, I was waiting for my game, and the status said confirmed. It did not say shipped yet. Alright, this is another balloon for me to shoot down. Yep, there's a Hinox here. Do I want to take it down? Why not? We haven't fought a Hinox in a good long while. Let me see this bow. What bow is this? Oh, a quick shot. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take a nice fresh quick shot bow. Oh yeah, first try. Alright, now can I see where that blue one is? So, the day the game actually dropped, which was Friday, so my order still wasn't shipped out yet. It still said confirmed, just not shipped. So this one's a timer one. I need to be on this mushroom over here. Right? Yeah. Wait, what was that? I think it was just the option to jump down. So, you know, I was still waiting for my game. I wasn't getting it. I didn't expect to receive my game. How's my day been? It's been okay. How's your day been? Wow, that's quite a place to build a nest there, bird. Whichever bird put a nest there. Day is meh, week is bad. Whoa, that's sorry to hear that. You know what? It's only one bad week of your life. There's gonna be more. Not more bad weeks. There's gonna be more weeks. More weeks where good things can happen. So, I was thinking, like, the Friday that the game came out, I was thinking, maybe I can go to GameStop after work. GameStop, previously named EB Games here in Canada. Maybe I can go to GameStop afterwards. This is where, like, just bear with me. This is where I was thinking, if I could go to GameStop after work, buy another copy of Diamond, start playing that, and eventually, whenever the Diamond I get in the mail comes, eventually I either return that copy, or I just exchange it for Pearl later on. It wasn't until like a few hours later, it clicked in my head like, yo dumbass, why not just buy Pearl on the spot, instead of getting a second Diamond copy, and returning the first one later on, or exchanging it. It's like, why not just do that, idiot? And that's exactly what I did. I bought Pearl. Now, why not just buy both? Yep, that's exactly what I did. I'm not that smart, okay? Talk about some. Buy a second copy of the same game, and return the first copy when it shows up. Excuse me. Sounds like a waste. It was a waste. And that's why I'm now here saying that I am indeed very ashamed. I am very ashamed that I did buy both copies of Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna go burn in hell for that one. All the money I wasted buying essentially the same game. You know, Diamond and Pearl, like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the Switch games, they're made with Unity or whatever. So the two versions are interchanged through a ROM. You can actually, if you want to hack the game and, you know, use a ROM hack, you're able to switch between the version exclusive copies. And yet, here I am, like an idiot, buying both games for double the price. At least I'm doing it legally. I really did pinch my nose for that. At least I'm buying the games legally. But, you know, legal hurts my wallet and bank account. So I do have this one. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna burn in hell for wasting $90 on basically the exact same game. Buying the same game 2 times. So yeah, I'm not proud of myself. Not at all. Not one bit. I only have Diamond? No, I have Diamond and Pearl. That is very sad for me to say. If you're someone out there and and you like the fact that you have both copies, well, good for you. You know, that's, if you're happy, don't let me change your opinion. It's just me, I'm sad that I bought both games when, you know, both games had very minor differences. You know, I use my savings. I use my own money to buy. Whoa! You went real high there, buddy. Another one? Well, at least you give me rupees. Nothing there. Or just a single rupee. You gave me 1 rupee. I guess with Master Koga gone, you guys don't really get paid much anymore. So anyways, that's how it happened. So, like, I think I cut myself off. I didn't expect Diamond to show up in the mail until Monday. Because, you know, it was the weekend. It didn't say shipped on Friday. So, because it was the weekend, I didn't expect it to be shipped at all. I expected to receive it in the mail on Monday. Excuse me. So there I was at home. I was just sick at home with Pearl. And you know what I decided? That was horrible. First of all, I decided I was indeed going to shiny hunt the starter. I was going to go for a shiny Chimchar in Brilliant Diamond, but I ain't got Diamond yet. So I was sick at home, waiting for Diamond, expecting it to show up Monday. This was a Saturday, by the way. So there I was, sick at home, actually early that morning. No, wait. Last night, not last night. The night that I bought Diamond, which was the game that the day came out. The day that the game came out. I didn't open the game and start it until way past midnight. And then when I did, I started shiny hunting for about 2 hours. So here was my thought. I wasn't going to get Diamond until maybe Monday, and it was now Saturday. Well, to me, it was the night of Friday. So I wasn't going to get Diamond and start hunting Chimchar for a while. So I decided I'm going to try to get me a shiny Piplup in Pearl. If I don't get it by the time Diamond arrives in the mail, then RIP shiny Piplup. I'm just going to move on in Pearl, and I'm just going to move the search to Chimchar over in Diamond. So if I didn't get Piplup by the time I got Diamond, then I would just, like, abandon the Piplup hunt and move on. So, you know, I guess the stars aligned that night, that fate would have it, that the next morning I was deemed too sick to go into work. So I was staying at home, Pearl in my Switch, you know, just shiny hunting. I actually woke up that morning at around like 10 a.m. to get ready for work, but then my parents deemed me too sick. So I was going to stay at home that day. So I was fated to stay home that day. I was shiny hunting Piplup, and like I said, I woke up around 10 a.m. to get ready. I just started shiny hunting while I was getting ready. You know, don't want to waste that time, especially with how long they take to shiny hunt in this game. So I just started the moment I woke up. So I started around 10 a.m. and lo and behold, I got shiny Piplup, like, or maybe 1:30 in the afternoon. So I got really lucky. The fact that I got it in maybe 4 hours total, that's not bad. Especially the fact that the game only came out the day prior, and I didn't start playing the game until way past midnight. So I got shiny Piplup in Shining Pearl. So I got really lucky. The fact that I decided if I didn't get it before Diamond, I'll just move on. So I did indeed get it. But now, with Shiny Piplup, I still didn't have Diamond. So I'm like, you know what? Just to kill the time, I'll make an alternate file and I'll try the same with Turtwig. Change of plans. Now that I got Shiny Piplup, the plans are moving over to Turtwig. I'll try for Shiny Turtwig, and if Diamond comes before that, then I move on. And maybe like an hour and a half later, like 3 in the afternoon, I got a doorbell, and I received a Diamond in the mail. Which was totally unexpected, because I didn't think that I would get it shipped on a Saturday, because it was the weekend. So, you know, fate had it that so many things lined up perfectly. The fact that I got sick, so I had to stay home. And then I got Shiny Piplup right before I got Diamond. I got Brilliant Diamond. So, had I not gotten that Shiny Piplup, and I did receive Diamond, I would have just given up on that Piplup and moved on. And it was also fate that I even stayed home that day. Because had no one been home to answer the door, then eventually, like, they would stop delivering it to my door. They would actually keep my package at the delivery place, and I would have to go pick it up myself. So it was fate that I even stayed home. I got Shiny Piplup, and then I was at home, so I opened the door to receive my package. It's like, wow, so many things aligned for me there. I think I should, yeah, I'll just warp there. So right now, I am still trying for a Shiny Chimchar in Brilliant Diamond. I don't even remember what day I started. Because I didn't start immediately once I got Diamond. I waited like a day or two before I started. Now, shiny hunting in this game is going to be a huge pain in the ass, because everything is full odds. The shiny charm does not affect shiny odds. So everything is full odds, 1 out of 4,096. So is Chimchar. Remember when I did Moltres and that took me 3 weeks? Full odds? Yeah. Hopefully Chimchar doesn't take me 3 weeks, but it very well could. In this game, I have a total, for now, of 28 legendary / mythicals to hunt. I'm going to hunt everything once again, like I did in Dynamax Adventures. Man, everyone already done with the game. Everyone already finished the story in post-game shiny hunting the legendaries. And then you got me, the only guy possibly in the world right now, still stuck at the freaking beginning of the game because I can't get this shiny starter. Shiny Piplup took all my luck. Man, a homie of mine, he posted on Twitter, like, he tagged me on Discord, and he showed me, like, yo, I can't believe it. I got Shiny Shaman. It's like, god damn it, man, I want a Shiny Shaman. The Shaman event isn't open yet, but, you know, there's a glitch or whatever, so you can make it to the Shiny, make it to Shaman, so that you can keep on re-encountering it to get the shiny. It's like, damn it, of course I'm going to do Shiny Shaman. But I can't! Because I'm not even anywhere close to the game yet. I'm still at the beginning. It's like, god damn it, man, you got a Shiny Shaman, and I'm still at the starter. Matter of fact, speaking of finding, where is this Korok? Let's go to the video. There's a Cheez-It ad. So yeah, that's my quick little story on Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I got Shiny Piplup in Shining Pearl, and right now I'm still working on Uh, Still working on Shiny Chimchar and Brilliant. Wait, did I say Brilliant? I got Shiny Piplup in Shining Pearl, and I am now working on Shiny Chimchar in Brilliant Diamond. The thing to start is all the way over here. Fly from the tower I go. This might be my last Korok for the night. 655 Koroks. How many did I start off with tonight? 616? Or did I start with 606? How much longer is this game? Well, technically, I could beat the, quote, story right now, whenever I wanted to. But in terms of me doing everything there is in the game, I still got quite a while. I'm at 655 Koroks, and there's 900 total. I'm making progress. It's slow, but it's progress nonetheless. Eventually, I'll be done all 900 Koroks, and I'll move on to the next thing to do. I still got the compendium to do. I still got... Hopefully, from doing all these Koroks, I got all the map locations done. But I'll have to research and look into that when the time comes. After that, I still got all the memories to do. You know, normal people, unlike me, normal people would have gotten all those memories done way long ago. But for me, I've been playing this game for 1 year and I still haven't touched those. But I will. I will. So 900, like, remaining out of 900 Koroks. I should probably put on some nighttime speed bonus. So I still got the remaining Koroks, got the compendium, got the memories, got the DLC, and then finally I finished this game, unless I'm forgetting something else I gotta do. Oh boy, I hear thunder in the game. I don't think I'm gonna make this. Never mind, I made it. Alright, before I say for sure if I'm going to end this right now or not, let me see just how many more Koroks are in this area. Oh god, there's a lot more. Yep, there's at least like maybe 20 more Koroks in this area. This may be a good time for me to end. I've been going on for an hour and 43. Do I do 5 more, though? Let me see the next 5, and then I'll decide. So I am here, next one. I already got. Excellent. And then... I don't know why, but it goes all the way down here, which I do have. This one, which I do not have. This one, which I believe I got in the wrong part, but oh well. I got it nonetheless. Where is this one? It's hard to spot. Should be this one, which I do have. I said there's 20 more in this area, maybe, but I didn't. That doesn't count for the ones I already have. Royal Ancient Tech Lab. I have the one here. I do not have the one in the water over here. Just around here, maybe. Then one here. Is there any more, or is it that? No? Of course there's more. Of course. Of course. Yo, my boy... I told my boy, like, I'm streaming this. He asked me like, "Yo, what time?" He just texted me like, "I guess no stream." I'm gonna text him right now. I've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, what's the quickest way? You know what? Fine, I'll do 5 more, because why not? Why the hell not? You're here? Okay, bye. Because I know you're I know you're about to leave. Shoot, there's no quick way for me to get to here besides just walk it. I'm hearing sounds genuinely outside. I don't know if it's just a plane flying by or what. Ooh, can I get some yellow chew jellies? Ah, damn, that didn't kill them though. Yo, let me strike these guys again with lightning. Yeah, lightning. Wait, thunder's the sound. Lightning is actual electricity. Notice how I keep getting blue jellies from these guys when I kill them? Well, watch what happens when this happens. Yeah, give me that yellow chew jelly. Ah, yes. Drinking my... What do I even call this? Stuff with caffeine is caffeinated. What do I call my water that has my medication mixed in? Medicated water? Yellow Chew evolved from evolved form of Raichu. It's known to be the same Pokemon except more yellow. See, if those yellow chews landed back in the fire, that would have turned them into, what is it, red? Or is it orange? Red. Though the color looks more orange. See? They say red, but it looks more orange to me. Don't shock the horses. Those horses were unfazed by lightning striking right beside them.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Okay, since I don't want to forget about talking about this, I'll talk about it before I end. So I heard, who knows how long ago, might be a month by now, I heard on the radio as I was on my way to work, the Chinese radio that my family has on, which I don't really pay attention to. I heard on the radio, like the radio was talking about there's this one particular vet clinic out there. If lightning strikes a horse, they'll produce a lightning armor around them like in Pokemon. That was a stupid gimmick from the anime. But yeah, there was, on the radio, there was one thing that they talked about, about a particular vet clinic out there that purposefully gives their animals chocolate. And you know chocolate is toxic to dogs, and I'm pretty sure cats too. Now, before you guys freak out and, you know, look this up, let me explain why, because the radio also explained why. It's a last meal kind of thing, you know, before animals sadly pass away. You know, the clinic gives the dogs one chance to taste what chocolate is like. You know, because dogs can never have chocolate unless they want to go through a rigorous process to save their lives from eating it. You know, if they're about to go, then let them taste what they can never have one time before they go. That sounds crazy, but you know, it's something that I actually let them try human before they die. Now, don't take this the wrong way. This is something that I've thought about before. I never considered it. Like, there's no way I'll actually ever do it. I've simply just thought about it before. You know, like, I know that my dogs can never have chocolate, and I know that one day they'll go. One of them already did leave. May he rest in peace. And I thought, what if one day, when it is time for them to die, what if I let them taste chocolate, like let them have what they could never have? Of course, that's just an idea. That's just a thought that I will never do. But it's like, why am I not even surprised to hear that there is indeed a vet clinic out there somewhere in the world that actually is doing that? I should probably just walk there. But yeah, that's just something that I wanted to lightly talk about, because I remember hearing that on the radio, who knows, like maybe a month ago. I wanted to talk about it, but then I got sick. And I didn't play this game for quite a while. Okay, so it's not a good idea for me to swim over there, so let me climb up and walk. I don't know, or like, is there anything that's like inhumane that I would like to try at least once, like on my deathbed? Like, I'm dying, I'm about to descend down to hell, and I get one final request in for one absurd thing I want to eat before I go. Obviously, like, once again, why would I not be surprised to hear that actually exists out there? There's some sort of hospital out there that serves the most illegal foods possible. And they've slipped under the radar this whole time. Part of me would not be surprised to hear that exists. Do I only get one chance to do this? I do. Unless there's... Okay, no, I don't. I get other chances. I get more than one rock. Why am I positioning myself? I'm gonna save the game first anyways. Excuse me. Well, let's see. How's this? Nope. Close though. Excuse me. Drinking my medicated water. Ooh. Nice. Perfect. Hold on, my boy's texting me. I need to reply to this. But she did. I'm texting to him about it. I'm not a baller, chill. My boy just watched Eternals, and he's asking me a bunch of questions because he knows I basically know the entire film and every detail that's in it. He was texting me like he knows these actors, like he recognized freaking Jon Snow was Dane Whitman. And I was texting him, dude, even my sister, like, even she didn't recognize that Icarus was from Game of Thrones. But she did recognize Dane, because he was freaking Jon Snow. Of course, I haven't seen Game of Thrones yet. I don't know if I ever will. Maybe. I hear the final season is not great. Oh! There's a memory right here. I think I even know what memory this is, yeah. There's a certain very nice asset in that memory, if I'm not mistaken. Nintendo knew what they were doing when they put that cutscene together. Then again, I think Richard Madden only appeared in Game of Thrones very, very briefly. He was in that scene with Jon Snow. He's like, "Next time I see you," and then he never came back. At least I know that. And now the show's over, so he'll never come back. You know what? I probably could have just gone to the tower and flew down to this. I think I still will do that. You know, I probably didn't even need to do that. But whatever, I did it anyways. Alright, this is going to be the last Korok for the night, then I'll call it there. Wow, almost 2 hours. It's going to be 2 hours when I end. 2 hours. Yeah, this is why I didn't stream while I was sick, because my sore throat was so bad. And if I talked for 2 hours straight, I would have just made it a lot worse. A lot worse than what it already was, which was pretty bad already. By the way, there was a new variant out there now, the Omicron variant or whatever it's called. when one of the homies, he first heard that, he sent me a GIF on Discord. He's like, we're naming it based on planets now, cause he sent a link. Well, he sent a GIF of Futurama. Let me see if I can find it so I can remember exactly what it's even named. I think it was something like, I am the ruler of the planet Omicron Persei 8. You know, that thing from Futurama? Well, if it's on top of one of these trees, it's not on top of this one. Nope. Is it behind door number 3? Yeah, I don't expect this pandemic to end until bare minimum 2030. That's very sad, but that's my prediction. Okay, where's this Korok? Is it gonna be another flower trail? Let me look it up. Where the hell even am I? So is this the location? No, it's not. Okay, I see it. So this one is a timer one, okay. And it's actually on top of this. I probably could have seen that had I looked closely. What were those there? Just some mineral deposits. Wouldn't hurt to get those. Some more down there. Why not? Evolves into Wobbuffet. You know what? I'll just use this up. Let it charge back up again. Alright, that's going to be it for tonight. I am once again going to stamp the next 5, and then we'll go from there next time. I didn't get that one, right? The one over here? Yes, I did. Okay, good. I did get that one. Alright, so there's one right left of us. Because that's vocabulary. That is how speaking works. It's kind of hard to spot because of all the trees here. I think it's over here. Next. There's 3 here, so let's see. I got none of them. Fantastic. Fantastic. And then one down. Okay, I have that one. Next. Next is here. Alright, so that's our next 5, which we'll continue with next time. A lot of Nexus, a lot of Nexus events. Alright, now, once I'm done this, if you'll excuse me, I not only have a shiny Chimchar to attempt to get, but I also have a lengthy discussion waiting for me with the homie of mine who, from what I understand, just finished watching Eternals and is now asking me all the questions. Yeah, let's let Link sleep. He's been out there for days. Once again, sleep till night. Sleep for a few hours. It's now 12:11 a.m. for me. Alright, and that's it. That's it. Save, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.